Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today I wanted to go over everything dropping with the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 DLC, Phantom Liberty, as well as the separate 2.0 update, which I feel like a lot of people might have missed that these are two separate things, one being free for everybody who already owns the game, and the other being a paid expansion. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 has had a bit of a rocky history, it had a really rough launch, but has since recovered pretty nicely. I think a lot of people would say it's in solid shape right now, and I really enjoyed my playthrough. However, I know with some of the things that they've been teasing with the new update, there's a lot to look forward to, and it's probably going to be the best time to either jump in for the first time or jump back in if you've played it previously and wanted to do a new playthrough because of the things that are going to be included. I'll explain that in a second. First off, with the 2.0 update, we have redesigned skill trees and perks. This is really exciting for me personally. I love good build crafting. I felt like Cyberpunk 2077 really wasn't as in-depth with that as I would have liked. There weren't as many options as I would have wanted to toy with. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these new systems are really going to take the game to the next level, and hopefully they take it so much further that I really want to do multiple playthroughs, different build styles, different character types, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll see how that all plays out, but I'm really excited about it overall. Revamped cyberware and new capacity system. Again, same thing. The more options we have for build crafting, for options that are going to be changing the way we each play the game, so my character is different than your character, is really exciting to me, and I hope that is the way it plays out. Vehicle combat and car chases. This is one of my most exciting features because I felt like cars in Cyberpunk 2077 were just not really that necessary. Like they were fine to get around, but it felt like you were just traversing from one area to the next, and oftentimes eventually you could just fast travel pretty much everywhere. Now, knowing that there's going to be vehicle combat and car chases, more incentive to stay in your vehicles, but also really take advantage of that and just have a lot of chaos and fun and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm really hopeful that that's going to play out in a way that is really exciting and makes me want to build out or steal potentially different cars in the game. So we'll see how that plays out, but I'm really looking forward to that for sure. Combat AI improvements, that's something that I think a lot of people are excited about because it's felt like the AI sometimes can be a little wonky. New police system, this will probably play hand in hand with the vehicle combat, so there might be a lot of chaos, the police getting involved. It'll make the world feel more alive, which I'm really looking forward to. Then we've got UI and UX improvements. This is one that I think I'm not as pressed about, but I know a lot of people really did not enjoy the UI and UX as much as I did, so having those adjustments is probably going to be a good thing. Loot items and crafting changes, good. I think having new loot, fresh things to chase, ways to chase it, all that kind of good stuff is a good idea. And then new radio stations, I don't really care about that. But overall, free update is solid. Again, if you already have the game, you might as well come back, check it out, and see if the free update is worth it. So then we've got the paid expansion, Phantom Liberty. It's got the new district, Dogtown. I'm hopeful that this one is just pure chaos. There's a lot going on, a lot of carnage, a lot of battles, a lot of this, that, and the other. And I really hope it's the most condensed of the areas where something is going on everywhere. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping for, and we'll have to wait and see. Brand new storyline and characters, as well as new quests, gigs, boss fights, and more. All of that is good, all right? Obviously, the new storyline is what most people are going to want to check out first, but knowing that the new storyline is going to be in the middle of the main campaign means that you're going to really want to do a fresh playthrough. It's going to help out, plus there's a new ending, potentially, of the campaign, so there's a lot of reasons to want to do a brand new, fresh playthrough for this expansion, but knowing there's new quests to check out and boss fights and all that stuff means there's also going to be a lot of new things to check out while you are playing through your fresh playthrough and also checking out the new storyline. Vehicle missions and airdrops. Endless dynamic events. Now, this is something that I'm really looking forward to as well. Again, alongside the vehicle combat, I feel like there was a lack of diversity with some of the events that we've had in the past with this game. And knowing that there's going to be endless dynamic events, I don't even know exactly what that means, but feels very promising, and it's something that I'm looking forward to checking out at the very least. Vehicle missions are hit or miss, but as long as there's combat involved with the vehicle mission and you're not just racing from one area to the other, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it means that we get to actually go all out war in our vehicles, and that would be really, really cool. All new relic skill tree and abilities. Again, new ways to build out your characters is a good thing, so I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. Now, just like with the free update, I'm super stoked about the new relic skill tree and abilities, just because it's going to allow so many more ways to play and ways to build your character in your own way. And I'm just so looking forward to that because, again, all I want is to have a character that feels like my own, feels unique, and feels like it plays the way I want to play Cyberpunk 2077. This is aided by, again, 100 new items, weapons, cyberware, cars, and fashion, again, to really make your own character feel unique. And hopefully the weapons are balanced in a way that I want to use a lot of them, because it felt like in my original playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077, some weapons were just so significantly better, some builds were just so significantly better that I tried out than others that it felt like I was wasting my time with certain ones. So I'm hopeful that these are all going to be in a solid range. Obviously some are going to be stronger than others, but hopefully they're close enough to where I have a difficult choice on which playstyle I want to use, which weapons and upgrades and all that kind of stuff, skill trees that I want to focus on, so that way it really feels like it's my character, but it's powerful. I can take on a lot of enemies. I can do all the fun stuff that I want to do in a game like this. So yeah, that's what I'm hopeful for. Then we've got vehicle missile launchers. Again, like I was talking about with the vehicle combat, this is going to be hilarious fun to me. I think there's so many reasons to be excited about missile launchers on your vehicles. And I'm just thankful that they're adding this, even though I know it's been quite some time. And it's been something that I've been hopeful for, like I said, with the vehicle combat since they first launched the game, because it felt like vehicles were just a simple mode of transportation and not the fun GTA type action sequences that you could have in a game like this. And that's really something that I was a bit disappointed with previously, and I'm glad it's finally entering the game. Then we've also got a raised level cap to level 60, which is cool. I think that's going to, again, allow for more flexibility with the builds, because you're going to have more traits and stuff to build into. So it's going to allow for more powerful builds, but also more flexible builds where you can dip your toes into other options as you get different skill points and all that kind of good stuff. Overall, like I said, I'm very excited about this update, both the free 2.0 update as well as the expansion. I feel like we know that they have Keanu Reeves coming back. We know Idris Elba is going to be in it. That's really, really cool. But also, just from the game's perspective, it feels like it's going to be the complete version of the game we had always hoped for. And yes, it's a bit late for a lot of people, but for me, better late than never, and I'm really looking forward to getting hands-on with all this. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, helps me out tremendously, shows you want to see more Cyberpunk content from me in the future. I haven't really posted a lot on this channel recently, there hasn't been a lot going on, but now I'm very excited about this, so I'll definitely have some more coverage once the new update does drop. Anyway, my name is JoPa, I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.